Yo, what's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's doing well, enjoying themselves. But I feel like I've been away from you guys for a little bit, so I figured I'd check in. And today actually concludes my fourth week of being out on my own as a lease operator. So when I'm shut down here for the night, waiting for my load to be ready, I figured I'd come on and talk with y'all. So, you guys see the title already, and I just wanted to, the question is, did I make the right decision going lease right out the bat instead of going company? When we, if you interested in trucking, you rent trucking, or, just doing your due diligence or research, in particular into prime, you got a lot of people that feel opinionated about what you should do once you come out of complete training. For those who come in that have no truck driving experience, it's all new to them. So, you got the ones that been driving already, like in the comments, and, why in the world would you come in and go straight lease and you don't know nothing about the business? You don't even know what you're doing. Why would you come in there and just jump in and swimming with the sharks? And the terminology they use. All that, and, and you go in there and you decide to go lease, which I did. And, I felt like I had did enough research. I felt like I was pretty comfortable when I was doing my training that, I thought that I could manage it. And when it came down to it and you get back from training, they ask you what you want to do. I say, hey, I'm going lease. So, looking back, my short time out here so far, like I say, I just completed my fourth week. Numbers is in. My experience so far. Let's get to the experience first. Things that I've been experiencing, things that I've gone through. Like I say, I kind of went over my first week with you guys, let you guys know how it went. It was pretty smooth. I got sent to a couple of cities where it was super tight, and just had to maneuver it, make it work. Never got intimidated, never got feared to the point like, I don't know if I can do this. And what I think is early on, I was challenged. I was challenged quite a bit with a few places that I had to go. But ultimately, I think that has helped my confidence. These last couple weeks have been, coming to me relatively pretty easy. Not only from the, the driving aspect or the parking or, or being, kind of fearful of like where you're going to be getting sent to next. Now it's like whatever, prior to my first week or two, I would always, I got the app Google Earth, and I would always just look at the location where I'm going to be going to. And, because you're allowed to, it allows you to get the little 3D image of where you're going, and you can kind of look over the facility and see what type of, what type of parking maneuvers you're going to have to pull off or whatnot. And you, just kind of prepare yourself and just mentally trying to practice on how you're going to come in and, that type of thing, some newbie stuff, maybe get some experienced people that do it, but I know that's what I was doing, and it was helping, and sometimes, hell, it scared me when I seen it. I'm like, oh boy, this is gonna be tight. But these last 2 weeks here, practice makes perfect, man. And the more and more that you come out and you're driving every day, you backing up every day, and it's just like anything with more reps, you're only gonna get better. And that's what's been happening. And like I say, backing was probably one of my biggest concerns when I came out here. Like, I know I can drive the truck down the highway without a problem, but it's like the backing maneuvers is the part that kind of gets a lot of the new guys that's coming in. But it was like halfway during my second week, like after doing so many, because I'm doing dedicated routes now. So if you don't know, I mean, dedicated is a lot of just dropping hooks or whatnot. So a lot of the time I'm just dropping in, backing up into a door, dropping it and move on, or just dropping in a lot. So I get a lot of practice as far as trying to, back up the trailers. And if there is a big open lot, I'll always kind of just take time and just try to practice on, getting my, getting the trailers in there and whatnot. And that's helped a lot. And I don't know what, like something just clicked. And then it like all of a sudden just started making sense. To the point now that, I'm just backing into these things like it ain't nothing. So that's been a huge relief, to the point like I no longer have that fear. I don't want to say fear. I want to, but you do got somewhat of a fear. Hell, it is what it is. At least with me, just speaking from my point of view. So yeah, so now that I got that, I've been feeling a lot better out here. The weather's kind of been up and down. It's been a lot of rain, but that's not bad to deal. Not bad dealing with. Getting to these locations. Sometimes these things get shaky locations. Sometimes it won't. You put it in your Qualcomm, and sometimes your Qualcomm will be a little bit off, and sometimes you're in these old rural areas, and you get to the GPS is telling you that you're there, but you don't see nothing. So, no, just trying to find the locations or whatnot, that sometimes can be a little challenge, but you get past that, and making wrong turns, and you realize the street that you may not want, that you're not supposed to be on. I have had to back myself out a couple of times. And not just necessarily making the wrong turn, but I've gone into like the wrong lot and gone in too far to the point where it's too tight to like do a turnaround, so you got to back out and swing it around back onto a major street. I've had that done. I've had to do that a couple of times, but I'm not trying to intimidate anybody that's watching my videos, trying to determine, if trucking is for them or anything. Because you know what? After all of that being said, I am enjoying myself, man. I have really enjoyed myself. It's been a great time. It's been a great experience. It's been a very huge learning curve for me. I accept, I'm a competitive guy. I just got that edge on me that, I can do it, I never drove trucks before. So, a lot of people, try to intimidate you and, try to talk like, you don't know what you're doing out here, or, people gonna talk, these super truckers out here, man, they gonna talk they ish. But you just dust that off, or you do what you do, and just know that you are willing, that you can do the job, because you out here, and with that, man, I've I got a couple of buddies that I started prime with, and I got some that went company, and I got some that went lease right out the back like I did, and this is the part where, that decision, plays a major key. Going company or lease, I'm referring to. So I got a buddy that was that went company, and he's just talking about how his experience has been. We bumped into each other when we was at a shipper, and we had a little time to chop it up a little bit, and he was telling me how his experience has been going or whatnot. Basically, he's liking what he's doing. He's liking the company aspect of it. But, I asked him, how many miles are you getting? How many miles are you driving a week? And he let me know, like, I'm doing about 21 to 2,500 miles a week. And I'm like, wow, okay, that's cool. That's what you want. That's good miles, That's good miles. You know, because your company getting paid by the mile, and plus they just got another pay increase. So I believe now if you're driving a lightweight truck, I think they're now paying, on the reefer side, I believe that they're now paying you 49 cents a mile, and that's what he's driving. But with all the miles that he was talking about driving, and he talked about his check, you know, I'm not gonna put his number out there, but you can do the math. I just told you 49 cents, and you do the math. I was just like, wow, you know, that's, if you happy, hey, if you happy, man, I'm happy for you, bro. But this is where I come in and say, and this was my whole way of thinking when I decided to make my decision. Now, he's doing exactly what I'm doing, but he's actually doing more than what I'm doing. He's driving way more. But ultimately, we're doing the same thing. But the figure he gave me versus what I'm making is way, way, way different. Way different. So honestly, you know, first month, I didn't go in there with any expectations of what I was going to make. I don't want to get into all the figures, but I'm going to say that it's been real good to me. It's been really good to me. Like I say, I've sold a lot of things prior to getting, you know, I was in sales prior to getting here, and I felt like I had made good money before, you know, but this month is the most money I've ever made in my life. And to answer the question, did I make the right decision with going lease? Abso-freaking-lutely. Absolutely, man. You know, and I'm so glad that I decided to go. You know, I made the decision based off of how I was feeling. I didn't listen to what other people were saying. I ain't listening to, you know, all the negative comments that be in there, you know, talking about you only an idiot will go lease right out of training. You know what? Everybody has their own different learning curve. You may pick up things faster than the next person, or vice versa. And you got to do what you're comfortable with. You know, whatever was going to make you happy, that's what you do. Don't listen to all these other people that's going to tell you all these horror stories. Because, I mean, you sit and talk to some of these people, the people that's always whining and complaining about the lease and the payment is so high and this and that. You only bringing yourself down. You already starting to quit on yourself before you even started. And I've come in here with no expectations. You know, all I said was, I'm gonna get in here, I'm gonna run, and and try to learn as much as I can. I'm still a sponge out here, and that's what I've been doing, and it's been working. It's been working, man. So me, I mean, if you ask me, you know, if you would say, hey Tom, you know, I'm getting there finishing up TNT, you know, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I can't answer that for you. I can't answer that for you. That's, you know, you will know when it's time to make that decision. And I'm not saying that what I did is going to work for everybody, but I'm just telling you my experience, what I thought going into it, and what I've gotten out of it thus far, my 1 month, it's worked for me. And I'm happy with my choices. You know, the fact that I don't have to run as hard and I still make really good money. So that's pretty much it, what I got for you guys. You know, if it's some questions that you guys got for me that I didn't hit or cover, any other subjects or matters that you guys want me to discuss or go over with, just leave them in the comments. You all know I try to reply back to everybody. It's not like I got a whole bunch of followers yet, but you know, when you out here on this road, man, you know, when you do shut down for the day, you'll glance at your social media real quick, and then you going to bed, man. So whenever you do get some time like this, you know, it's like 8 o'clock right now, so I ain't tired yet. So yeah, so if you guys have questions, leave them in the comments. I'll reply. If I get a lot of the same questions, I just try to shoot a video about it. And again, just want to thank you guys. Welcome my new subscribers. I think we're somewhere at around 140 marker right now. So hey, we doing our thing. I appreciate that. I appreciate all the love. I appreciate a lot of the positive feedback and whatnot. And that's it, man. So I will catch you guys on the next one. For those who are just, you know, may have just stumbled across this video, if you like what you see, go back, check out some of my other videos, see where I started, see where, you know, watch them on through, see how I got to where I'm at right now. Hit that like button, subscribe, comment, and I'll catch you on the next one. So you guys be safe, stay blessed, and peace out.